world's most beautiful arenas, this is Falkor Bay. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. So, he is Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
Usually you don't need a... Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Fantastic punch. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Hook just can't find the target. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and two gladiators going at it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? The feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. Misses with the straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Nope, that jab not going to score. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You believe what we are seeing. Nice counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Come on, let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
There's the bell to start round three. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? That counter shot lands. Usyk might go down here. What an upset! He somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good counter punching. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that uppercut does not score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Punch, counter punch. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Here from both men. The courage on display here is incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
On to the 5th we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A perfect counter lands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Jab slightly off target. He misses with that straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Right, let's get...
There's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, see a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. No rest for the weary. They exchange punches. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. Just missed with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go, it's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Can't find a home for that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's
I
like...
need you to go back out.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That left hook missed. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Don't get triggered.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is